And thank you so much for being here. It means an incredible amount to me. I wish I would stop shaking, but it's live performance, so enjoy the shimmer. You will be standing in the market, sorting through avocados, when the band Kansas. Okay, are you people old enough to know the band Kansas? Don't lie to me. The band Kansas, you know that song, Dust in the Wind? Yeah. I hate that song. Dust in the Wind. It's horrible. Okay, I gotta back up a minute. And I have to tell you that in 2011, I became extremely ill. For some reason, my platelets just started disappearing. And what that means, platelets are what help your blood clot. And so I was at risk several times for bleeding to death internally. Let's just start with bleeding to death. It's going to be a fun show. I was like madly trying to get a diagnosis and figure out what was going on. So I was in the market, the Whole Foods. Don't judge me, or do. They have organic vegetables, and I was trying to stay alive. I'm in the Whole Foods when that song, Dust in the Wind, comes pumping through the ceiling. And I think to myself, holy fuck, that song is going to outlive me. Right? And what's more is that song is going to outlive all of us. I find this disturbing. Do you find this disturbing? Yeah. Sure. All right. Let's get back to the poem. That was important backstory. No. One thing I forgot to say is that my diagnosis, at some point, people couldn't tell me what was going on, so they just threw the word idiopathic in front of it. If you throw a Latin word in front of something, it sounds like they know what they're doing, right? So idiopathic thrombocytopenic purpura was my first diagnosis, okay? And anyone who is not a medical professional or who hasn't been diagnosed with that probably doesn't know what it is, right? But I'm just going to start this practice in my life, idiopathic. I'm just going to throw it in front of anything, right? So if I ever get married again, which, you know, who knows? But if I ever get married again, and my partner happens to ask me, honey, what happened to the bumper? I'm going to be like, idiopathic traffic. Or, honey, did you spend the money in this account? Idiopathic shopping store. Okay, anyway, so that was my diagnosis. Let's get back to the poem. Here we go. You will be standing in the market, sorting through avocados when the band Kansas, Dust in the Wind will come pumping through the ceiling and you'll think, Jesus, this song is going to outlive me. There are a few things that getting really sick illuminates. 1, dieting is ridiculous. The way you look is beside the point. The biggest gift you bring to any room is your heart. 2, you will ask anyone for money, will get on your knees to beg your enemy for help because you know that way down under all that animosity is a deep and abiding love. For why else would she hate you with such loyalty? 3, things that used to taste bitter will suddenly turn to maple sugar in your mouth, what you wouldn't give for another year to grieve that man you thought you loved more than your own bone marrow. 4, suddenly everything will be so beautiful. The half-hearted sunset, the rotting leaves, the way a rind hugs a lime, your own age spots, what you wouldn't do to earn more of them. 5, yes, you will drink liquid seaweed. Hell, you'd stand on your head in a miniskirt wearing no underpants in front of your ex's new girlfriend if you thought it would make a difference. You will not ever be the same again. This is neither good nor bad, it just is. And anyway, too much suffering is caused by trying to hold on to things. There goes your youth, there goes your lover, there goes your health, your wealth, your beauty, all of them useful when they were around, but there are other tools with which to cherish yourself now. 6, the first thing you give up is a means of comforting yourself with thoughts of suicide. You never know how much you want to live until you're told you might not. 7, the second thing you give up is pride. And as you do, the world will come rushing forward. It is fucking hard to ask for help. But if you don't, you will never know how much you matter, or that the only person who didn't love you enough is huddled inside your skin, ate your skin. Your skin is the biggest gift you were ever given. When the doctors first said, I might die soon, what surprised me is that I didn't wish I'd written more poems, or even told people I loved them. If I love you, you know. What I wished is said I'd seen more of the world, let its salt stick to me. I've spent so much time living in my head and in my heart that I forgot to live in my body. Maybe that's why she's in trouble now. I have been obsessed with achieving immortality through poetry. But when I was told in no uncertain terms that this rickety container has an actual expiration date, I knew right then that immortality is bullshit. So I left that hospital with a horse's dose of right fucking now. We don't get to take anything with us, and whatever we leave behind is not 1 foot still in life, because once we are dust, we are literally for the wind. So on my agenda, with whatever time I have left, is joy, because number 9, anticipatory grief is absurd. When I'm dead, I won't be here to miss anything. And engaging in pre-missing seems like an indulgence. It's not that there isn't pleasure in weeping. Why else would we do it so much? But I've got oceans to float. I've got lava to peep. I've got a balcony in the south of France upon which to slow dance with a lover whom I adore down to the spaces between her eyelashes. Poems will happen because they are how I process life, but I will no longer mistake them for living. If I had any advice to give my formerly non-sick self, or maybe it would be this: eat the avocados. Love yourself down to the marrow and out past the rind. Make stalwart enemies out of good people who will hate you with their whole hearts. Make it mutual and unconditional, and this way you will never be alone with love. I don't want to be finite, but the fact that we are is what makes even the terror exquisite. So step out from behind your walls. Let the world come forward. Rise to meet it. Turn your precious attention towards God's most tangible gift, this physical world. And while you've got the chance, let your beloved skin salt in the wind.